Hello scrapbookers, this is Megan and I am back today with a Spiegelmom scraps layout. So for today you will see the layout that I am scrap lifting before I started talking, and I am pretty excited about how this layout turned out. So I have these three photos of, I think this was the first time I went back to the gym this year. I actually haven't been to the gym since like September of last year. I had a gym membership and it was really pricey, so I ended up having to cancel it because that was cheaper than keeping it, which is really sad, right? So I did cancel it and I haven't been back to the gym since then, which I believe was September of 2016. So here I'm just showing you all of the products I'm going to be using, which are quite a few of the new ones. And also I am using this cut file that Laura Rumble made for our design team to use this month and for you guys to use. It is a free cut file. Woohoo, for free, right? Okay, so my idea that I got from this layout that I want to scrap lift is I loved the background papers. I loved the three different patterns and I wanted to create that look behind my cut file. At first I was thinking, before I even found the scrap lift, that I would just do the normal backing each one of the different hexagons with different pattern paper. But when I found this specific layout on Pinterest, I fell in love. So here you can see I'm just going through papers and picking which ones I want to use. That blue one that's on the very bottom, the dark blue, that is I think it's basil paper that I got from Tuesday Morning. It was just a pack of 25 and I just absolutely love that color. So pretty. The second paper is from the, I think it's Sea Breeze collection from Kaiser Craft. I just got that at a local craft store. And then that very bottom one, I think that is from Posh. I think that's what I just showed you. I think I threw away, I threw away the branding strip, so I don't remember, but it was there. I did show it to you and I think it said Posh. So here you can see I'm just gluing it down. I knew that I wanted to use this Heart Day paper, and so I am going to end up cutting off the edge, probably like, I don't know, half an inch, maybe an inch on the right side of the paper. So here I am just starting to glue down, sorry, I can't talk, using my Tombow Aqua adhesive. I'm not going to make you watch this because it literally took like 15 to 20 minutes to get all of these pieces glued down. I do end up pulling out my ATG gun, as you can see here, because I was just like, oh my gosh, this is going to take forever. So here I'm going to fuss with that for a little bit and I will be back in a moment. Okay, so now you can see it's all glued down and I'm just gluing a couple of the edging pieces that I didn't get glued down on accident, and then I'm going to cut off that right side. If you don't know already, we did a blog hop on the 1st, so I will leave a link to the blog hop post that Jody put up on the Spiegelmom Scraps blog so that you can hop along with us if you haven't already. We are doing a product swap with Accent Scrapbooking. It's an Etsy company and I absolutely loved playing with her products. She sells flare badges on her Etsy shop and they are just absolutely adorable. I love them. So I made a layout with that, and so did the rest of the design team as well. And I loved the layouts this time around. They were so cute. I mean, I always love the layouts, right? Everybody on the design team is just amazing. And the products were just so much fun to use. Okay, so here you can see I'm just cutting off the edges until I'm happy with the size, and I am going to, here I'm just kind of cleaning up all of the, the leftover pieces. I'm going to gut out the middle of this Heart Day paper because I just really, really, really love this one. I don't know why I didn't get 2 of them, probably because I'm just not made of money. And that day when I went, I do have a haul video for this shopping trip when I went and got all of this stuff that I'm using today. So you can come on over to my, sorry, not come on over. So I will link below to the haul videos if I have them up by the time you see this, which I'm not sure I will. So you can look for those on my channel later this month. Okay, so now here you can see I am just trying to figure out how I want to place my photos on this layout. And I'm still just trying to figure out exactly what I want to do, because I do like that the Scraplift calls for 3 photos and that they're all the same size. But here I'm deciding I'm just going to cut these to the size that I want each of them to be. And so I think these 2 are almost the same size. I think one is a little bit smaller. And then there's that one to the right that just had my stats for that day. I did work on the elliptical, and so it just has, you know, how many miles I traveled, how many calories I burned, and all of that info. And I didn't want to scrap that, like take that photo off of the layout. I wanted that to be part of the layout. But the way that I had cropped the photo, I think I sent it to the printing company and I forgot to crop it before I sent it to them. So when they sent it back to me, it was cropped all funky. So that's why it was the way it was. Unfortunately, sometimes I forget to crop my photos before I send them out. Okay, so now you can see I picked out a piece of paper. This one is from the Winter Wonderland collection, which is a Simple Stories collection from, I think it was their Christmas collection from 2016. So here you can see I'm just using this gingham paper, and it's kind of a beige with a yellow pattern. And I really, really loved how that looked with the background papers. So here I'm just cutting off a little mat to go on each one of those. And then I'm going to start embellishing. And it really bothered me down there on the bottom of that, the stats photo, that there was such a huge space. So I'm going to pull out these new cork hearts, and they're called, I think they're called I Cork You. Of course I put away all of my products, but I will have links in the description below to the products, or I think what I'll do is I'll just post the link to my blog post, which will have all of the links to all of the products. Oh my goodness, you guys. So I am doing this in the morning, and Max is so completely bored. He has his head literally inside one of my scrappy containers because I think he must have flipped a toy underneath there. But he has his head all the way in there. Oh my goodness, it's hilarious. I should take a photo and post it here for you guys. Oh, he just took his head out. Okay, never mind. Anyway, back to the layout. My goodness, he is hilarious. He cracks me up. So here you can see I just glued down 2 of those big hearts, and I think the big hearts are my new favorite. I absolutely love them. I am going to also use this fun collection. It is called, oh no, I'm not going to remember what it's called. I will have links below. I'm sorry, I apologize about that. Pocket Full of Posies, that's what it's called. Okay, so now here you can see I also have pulled out some of these new felt hearts, and they are in all different sizes and shapes, and I absolutely love that about these hearts, and the cork hearts too. The other collection, or not collection, the other mix, the other sequin mix I'm going to use is called Strawberry Bubblegum. And that one has greens and pinks in it. And I just absolutely love it. I thought it was too cute. I'm also using a doily here, which you can also get in the shop. Those are just the 4-inch white doilies. And I did have to pick up the heart, which I had already glued down, so I'm just using some glue to re-glue it. That's my Tombow Aqua Glue. Okay, now I'm trying to figure out what I want to do for journaling, because I knew I wanted to journal about my goals for this year and things that I want to change, because it's always been a goal since I had Tinian to lose the baby weight, and Tinian is 6.5. He's almost 7 years old. So for 7 years, I have tried or wanted to lose all the weight I gained with him, because I gained a lot of weight with him and then I never lost it. With my other two boys, I gained weight, but then I was able to quickly lose it. And it could have been because I was a lot younger. When Jonas was born, I was, gosh, I think I was 21. When Brennan was born, I was 23, I think. So I was young when I had them, but then when I had Tinian, I was, gosh, how old was I? 28? 24, 25, 26, 27, 27. I think I was 27 or 28 probably when I had Tinian. And so I was a little bit older, and the weight didn't just fall off like it did with the other two. And in fact, I have gained more weight in the last 2 or 3 years since having him. So it's been kind of a depressing struggle for me. This year, I have decided I am going to do it. I am going to lose 40 pounds. It's probably going to take all year, and I probably won't even get to 40 pounds, but that is my overall goal. I want to be back to my, and that's not even how much I weighed before I had Tinian. I was a lot less than that when I had Tinian, but I just want to lose 40 pounds so that I can feel better about myself. And this layout, I think, is going to kind of help me get there. I've never done a weight loss layout. I've never done a goals layout, and I see people doing them all the time. And so when I printed off these photos, I knew that doing a layout like this would totally help me with my goal in wanting to lose weight this year. And my goal really envelops everything around weight loss, because you can't just lose weight by just working out, or you can't just eat healthy. It kind of goes hand in hand. You have to eat healthy and you have to work out and really try your best to be fit and to have a healthy lifestyle. And that's what I am realizing, because in the past I've tried doing diets, or I've tried eating less, and nothing really happened. I would lose a couple pounds, but not much. Or I would eat really crappy and work out, and I would lose some weight, but it would stop after a while. So this year I have started a challenge with Hannah Lemieux and my sister. One of my younger sisters just had a baby a few months ago, and she really wants to lose her baby weight too. And so even though my baby was 7 years ago, we're kind of in the same boat. So we started a little Facebook group with the three of us, and so we are going to encourage each other and just really help each other out. And that's the other thing, is in the past I've tried to do it all by myself, and I think that's where I fail, because I can easily get discouraged. And I think having people to talk to about it and to encourage me every day and every week, that will be a huge help. So I am really excited about doing this goal, accomplishing this goal this year, and having people that are going to be cheering me on. Okay, sorry, that was kind of a long-winded explanation of this layout, but I hope that that you can get inspiration from this layout, in that it really does help to scrapbook these things that you want to accomplish throughout the year. here you can see I chose one alpha. I can't remember who that is from, but the black and white one, that is one of my favorites. And I was hoping I could use that for the whole title, but it's not going to work out. You can see that I decided to use this circle alphabet, and this is from Dear Lizzie. I don't remember what collection it is, but the font is called Yo-Yo, and I just spell out the words, "It begins." Okay, so now I'm just going to start gluing down this alpha and putting it on the layout. At first I was thinking I'd like it the best if the words "It begins" were right next to each other, but it doesn't work out that way, and I don't like how the word "it" hangs off of that last photo, so I'm just going to put it above the word "begins," and I really like that. And here I'm just going to glue down my thickers, because these are chipboard thickers, and if you have been scrapbooking for even just a little bit and using thickers, you know that the chipboard thickers never stick. So I'm using my Tombow Aqua glue to make sure that they stick down forever. And let's see, I'm checking my phone messages, so sorry about that. When I scrapbook, I often like to listen to messages that friends have left me, as well as I also like to watch YouTube videos. So yeah, sometimes I'll listen to music, but usually I just watch YouTube videos or listen to messages from friends and family. So fun times. What do you do while you scrapbook? Even though I don't always watch every single moment of the process video while I'm scrapbooking, it's still nice because it's like I have a virtual scrapbooking buddy, which is what Katie Scott used to always say. Like, she would tell you to scrapbook while you watched her videos, and so that's what I do. I scrapbook and watch process videos. Okay, so now here I am starting to glue down my sequins with my aqua glue. I don't know how you guys do this, because whenever I try to use aqua glue or any other type of liquid glue to glue down my sequins, they always end up moving, and I can never get them in the position that I originally had wanted them in. And I am a huge perfectionist, so when I put them down in the spot that I put them down, I want them to just stay there and not come off on my finger or anything like that. So if you have tips on how to use liquid glue and sequins together, I would happily take them, because as you can see here, I am pulling off my Zots from the cardboard piece because I'm all out of Zots and I have no money to go buy more. I'm so sad because I am saving up to go on the Scrap Gals retreat in Utah in April. It is my birthday present to myself because it is actually on my birthday weekend, which is so exciting. I'm so super excited to go. My birthday is April 29th and the retreat is the 28th through the 30th, so I'm so excited that I get to go. But I have to save up my money, and so I'm not allowed to really go and buy anything at Michael's until I have enough money saved up. So I'm like trying to figure out how to use things that I don't normally use. Okay, so now you can see here I'm kind of putting away some of the yellow ones because I pulled out too many. Usually when I scrapbook, I just kind of dump out the sequins on my page and then use as many as I feel like I need to. And this time I dumped out a ton, so there was a little too much there. Okay, now I am going to do my journaling, and at first I was thinking I would just use this one tag, but I had a lot more to say than I thought. Oh, excuse me. So I am going to use 2 tags, and these are the large manila tags that you can buy in the shop. And I just used my, I think those are EK Tools journaling pens. And sorry about that, I dropped something behind my desk and I was so annoyed. So I was like, seriously? I was looking to see what I dropped, and it was my ink blending tool from Tim Holtz, which, Yay! I'm so glad I dropped that behind my desk because there's no way for me to get it. So I'm gonna have to like go find a grabby tool for my kids' play toys and see if I can reach it. But anyway, back to the layout. Let me grab it real quick and I can read my journaling. So what I said is, every year since Tinian was born, it has been my goal to lose the baby weight. In the last 2 years, I have actually gained more weight. I haven't really been trying hard though. This year, I am going to succeed. I want to lose 40 pounds, join a gym, eat healthier. Eat healthier. I can't wait to do this. So you can see here I had grabbed my second tag and now I'm just going to finish out my journaling, and I really like how this turns out. I kind of wished I hadn't needed two tags, but it's okay. It works out in the end, and I really like how it turns out. So instead of doing the strips of journaling like in the Scraplift, I decide that using this small, or I think this is a mini glassine bag, and the tags is kind of how this layout needed to be done for the journaling. And I think I'm pretty much done after I do the journaling here. This layout actually took a long time. I think it took an hour and a half, probably a little bit more than that, but I am so happy with the result of this layout. Don't you just love it when a layout just comes together, even if it does take you, an hour or 2 hours to do it? When it just works out so perfectly, it just is bliss, right? Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Make sure to come on over to the blog post to see some more photos and more descriptions and everything from me, and to see all of the links to the products that I used. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I will see you next time. Bye!